Okay. Should be live. I don't know. Let's refresh the page here. I'm having major issues with the bitrate connection for some reason. I'm just not connecting properly. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Gotta fix my hair. Oh my god, guys, I'm live. It's been forever. Hey everyone! Hello, 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 hello! I hope the live stream is okay because I was like wrestling with the bitrate connection. It's been so long since I did an official live stream that, ooh, the bunny's off. One sec. Let me move that bunny around. There we go. Hey! Woo! So I hope there's no technical difficulties. Again, it's been a very long time since I did an official live stream. And already when I was trying to start it right now, I was like, oh my gosh, things are just not working. So I hope it is okay. I hope it's good quality. Because yeah, otherwise I don't know what else to do. Hi! Oh my god, I keep fixing my hair. I'm like so awkward. I haven't been on camera in so long, I feel like. Good. Yeah. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, got so many people from all over the world. Welcome. Right, so let's get down to business, shall we? Let me put my phone away. I was like desperately calling my husband, like, help me, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So, yeah, so welcome to the live stream, everyone. I have not done a live stream probably in like, what was it, since May maybe, or April, I feel like. It's been a very long time and a lot has changed since then. And because I've been kind of struggling with my own art for a very long time, well, I should say since like August, I thought that doing a live stream would help put things back into perspective for me. And also I missed the connection with all of you guys, like a face-to-face, but like that we can connect and talk in a live stream. I really missed that, so I wanted to kick them back up again and do them for fall, like every Saturday. So this is the first one. I bought a brand new sketchbook. As you can see, these are the first doodles that I did in the sketchbook. We have a little gouache corgi here, which I've never drawn a corgi before. He's not finished, but he's super cute. I love him a lot. And I have this doodle that I did last night for fun, just to test the sketchbook, because it's the first one that I bought in a long time. The sketchbook is a watercolor sketchbook. It is from Hahnemühle, the German paper company, and so far so good. I love the sketchbook. Yes, I miss you guys too. Hello, hello. Hello to everyone who's coming in. So what I'm going to be drawing is I actually started the drawing on the left side. It's a bit awkward because the sketchbook is so long, so I can't show you everything all at once. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of like squeeze this over here. And it's just the first start of the sketch. So what I'm doing is drawing two ladies. They're a little bit creepy looking because, you know, October's coming, so I want to get into the creepy stuff. So we've got two creepy ladies, and I'm going to be drawing a couple rats around her. Around them, I should say. I did do a rat drawing with another female a few weeks ago, I think. I posted it on my Instagram, and I loved drawing the rats. It was so much fun. So I'm going to draw some rats again, and I'm going to paint it in gouache watercolor and do some outline work. And then we're going to see from there. I think I'm going to draw more corgis after because I just kind of feel like drawing corgis today. I don't know. The stream is going to last like... for sure, a couple hours, I would say. I don't know exactly how long I want to stream till. Probably not so long. Maybe maximum 3 hours today. Not so sure. Okay, so let me just pop up. I want to get the chat here so I could chat with you guys. And my reference photo for the rat. So we're gonna draw. It's hard to see with the lighting, so I apologize, but there are two girls here. I'm going to be drawing a rat in the center here. But before I do that, I want to finish the face of this girl. Angie! Oh! Welcome back. Thank you so much. Oh, Angie, thank you.
I really missed you. Welcome back.
I hope that... oh my god, I should like mute myself or something. I don't know, like the sound from my computer is freaking... Yeah, thank you so much for the donation or the super chat. I also miss you guys, or missed you as well, and thank you again. Hopefully I will be back permanently with the live streams. Okay, so let's focus on this girl. We're just gonna do her face. Now the aim for this is honestly, this is a sketchbook. I'm just going to be drawing super loosely. I don't even care the outcome, about the outcome, because the whole aim of the sketchbook is to work on my watercolor and gouache skill. So I'm just going to be playing with different techniques. We're going to try different things, and most likely I'm going to do a sketchbook, whatchamacallit, kind of, oh gosh, what's the English word? I'm forgetting my English words, guys. We're going to do a sketchbook like walkthrough, like video or whatever, and I'll show you the pages of the sketchbook once it's completed. There are 60 pages in the sketchbook, so it's kind of like a sketchbook slam challenge, I would say, for the month, just to get back into the swing of things, so I'm so excited. How do you draw so good? Oh gosh, practice. It's been a long time since I drew something, though, to be honest with you, so this is also kind of nerve-wracking for me. Guys, if you have any questions to ask, we can do a Q&A at the same time, so I can try to answer your questions as I am drawing along. Anything you want to ask me about, please go ahead. I love Mint says, ooh, 60 pages, that sounds like a lot of work. Yeah, it sort of is, and these pages are quite big. They're super long, as you can see. But it sort of either forces me to work in larger format, for example now what I'm doing, because I typically tend to work in very small formats. Yeah, so not saying I'm gonna finish it all in 1 month, but we're gonna try, because Inktober is also coming, guys, so we're gonna do some ink drawings in here too. Oh gosh, I hate this, like the pencil is like broken. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hello Taka, how are you? I'm good, how are you? Oh, thank you Chris17. I saw someone ask a question how long this live stream is going to be. I think we're going to do like maximum 3 hours today. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit of an introduction to the live streams again. It's been a very long time for me. Thank you, Oana. Emily Wang asked what time is it where I am. It is, oh, what time is it? It's 3:10, so it's 3 in the afternoon. 3 in the afternoon. What is my favorite color? I love the color purple. Such a beautiful color. And then my second favorite would be blue, like I think, what type of blue? Like, I don't really know. I like any type of blue. In terms of the purple color, I would say lavender. Lavender, like a light purple, is my favorite. Thank you, Go Chinxi. I hope I said that right. Purple says, I'll be on a beach vacation the first week of October. I'm so jealous. That sounds amazing. And you're still going to do Inktober? Nice. That's really cool. I'm also on vacation the first week of October, so I'm so excited for that. I'm not going anywhere like you, like going to a beach or anything, but I'm going to spend the time going to the museums again in Berlin, because we have awesome museums here. And I just haven't done anything like that in a very long time. Okay, so let's shade in a little bit of her here. I should probably draw the rats. Oh, Nuria, I hope you get better. Yeah, everyone's getting sick here too because the weather's changing. It's already like getting a bit cold, except yesterday was like 31 degrees and then today it's like, what, 14 degrees? It's like really drastic. Are you live next week? Probably, most likely on the Saturday. Wait, am I doing anything? It depends. I think I have an event or something that I have to go to on Saturday, but I have to see. But for sure, I want to live stream every Saturday until like December, because I'm going to Canada in December, so going to be spending a month in Canada with my family. Hi, Sketchy Tiger! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's like forever since I talked to all of you guys. It's amazing. Yes, we can see your messages, by the way. Here's 4 p.m. Next year we want to come in to Germany to Legoland. Legoland? Like is it Legoland like an amusement park, or is it like, because I know we have an attraction with Lego in Berlin. I've never been, but it sounds really, really cool. But I think there's an amusement park for Legoland. Thank you, Zilash. Are we going to do BB Live art? So no, not today. I have to fix up my entire live stream setup. As you can see, my live stream setup is super plain right now. I don't even have my green screen up, just because I changed, like, oh gosh, my lighting system is horrible. I need to fix things up, like light something from the ceiling, because right now there's like, the lighting is just really bad. My green screen needs to be fixed up. My, I think my audio is fine. The music also is missing, so I need to fix the music, and then I can add the BB Live art sessions in. I just have to redo my live stream setup, because it's literally been maybe half a year since I live streamed. Okay, so we got this ready here. What am I drawing as Haley Hutchinson? So I am drawing two creepy looking ladies. They're kind of like twins, more or less. And they're going to be surrounded by little cute rats or so. So we're gonna have a rat in the middle here. Maybe one on the side and maybe one on her head. I'm not so sure yet. And I'm going to be doing kind of something similar to this style with like the colored hair and the brown outline. But in this case, it's going to be a mixture of like a brown and a purple color, I think. So we're going to see. Just working with outlines and a little bit of the watercolor and the gouache style. And yeah, kind of just keeping it as a sketch. Where's my eraser? Are you going to post soon? What do you mean by like post what? Like a video? I'm not going to be posting a video tomorrow, so the live stream is meant to replace that for this week. Because yesterday, which are my video creation days on Friday, I had to actually work at my job. I had to come into work for a project, and normally I work part-time, so I don't work on Fridays, and those are like the days that I do my art and all of the YouTube stuff. And in this case, I just had to go into work, so I won't have a video ready for tomorrow, and but for sure next week, because I'm gonna be on vacation and I can make videos. Can you please show your bunny? So my two bunnies, the boy is currently sleeping in a box. We made like a tunnel system for them. So there's like a cardboard box connected to tunnels, connected to a little camping tent for rabbits and cats. And he's like far in, so I can't reach him. And the girl rabbit, she's under the couch. So they're both currently sleeping. So I won't pick them up, I'm sorry. Just because they're gonna be hard to get. And they'll be very angry if I wake them up. Okay, so her chin is quite small. Let's try to rearrange this a bit. I'm not going for realism here, guys. I'm just going for like any sort of style. It's kind of stylistic or illustrative as well. Is art your job? No, it's not. So I do work as a project manager for an agency in Berlin. And I sort of do consulting a little bit, and also, other basically just managing projects for digital marketing. So this is sort of the job that I do, and some months are super stressful and others are super chill. For example, the month of September is just horrendous right now. Hence the reason why I haven't been able to upload or draw as much. Can you draw animals? I like artists that draws animals. Yeah, I mean, I drew a little corgi here. He's not finished. I have to finish him. Probably gonna finish him in the live stream, just to add like the detail like in his like snout area and add some more fur textures. This is just made out of gouache. I'm really bad at gouache, so I've been like trying to like figure out how to make something out of gouache. But yeah, I mean, I started my art stuff with drawing animals. So like drawing animals is something that I really love to do. I just kind of moved on to people. But right now we're going to actually start drawing some rats. Let's see, I have like a rat. Okay, so I have a reference photo for the rat here. So let's just erase some of this and we're going to start drawing them. It's gouache like watercolor, so it's like a mix between acrylic paint and watercolor. But the thing is with gouache is, let's just say it's like a more opaque version of a watercolor. So you can, like when you put watercolor on paper, you can see the paper kind of shine through a little bit, but with gouache, it's more opaque, so you actually won't see. It's kind of like acrylic paint. Now the problem with gouache is when I use it, I kind of, because I'm so used to using watercolor, that when I use gouache, like I forget that it reactivates. So when you apply a layer on top of another gouache layer, the paint below, like depending if it's not dry yet or whatever, it will reactivate, and it's so easy to mix the colors together. And this is something that I struggle so much with. So like drawing my gouache layers in between is very important, that I literally need to add to my process now, because it's like, dude, like it looks so bad. So I find it actually gouache is very hard to get right. But there's some gouaches out there that do not reactivate. I forget what their names are, but they exist out there. Are you going to color this in? Not fully. We're gonna color some parts in, but other parts not. We're gonna keep it more of a illustrative sketch kind of look. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to draw a rat's head right now. Okay guys, no judging. I think I drew his head too small. Okay, wait, oh no, wait, let's just do the eyeballs. He looks more like a mouse though, with very big ears. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh my gosh, it looks like Dumbo. Okay, hold up guys. Hold up. Let's get this. So I'm just gonna like, he's holding out his paws. We're just gonna like make awkward little starfish paws here. Oh. And he's kind of like sitting. He's kind of like sitting on them. I have to fix his face. Okay guys, no judging. The Lego Land Park is in Wunsburg, between München and Stuttgart. Ooh, very cool. That sounds like so much fun. Aww. Hi Bunny, hi Ariba, welcome. Little cute mouse. Yeah, he's supposed to be a rat, but okay, like maybe we're just doing mice and rats. I'm gonna fix this. Okay, we're gonna elongate his head a little bit here. Ooh, thank you for the subscriber. Okay, so let's give him like his mouth area. He's kind of smiling, you know, he's a happy little rat. Kind of looking like a creepy little rat. Oh gosh. It's all good, guys. We got this. Thank you, Go Chinksy. Go Chinksy. Patrick, what are you doing? Patrick, you're supposed to be concentrating on winning your dart tournament. What are you doing here? So Patrick is my husband, and he is currently at a bar playing darts in a tournament. Ooh, I know. Let's make the tail wrap around her neck a little bit. Okay, it's a bit creepy. But rats are so cute. Just gonna do like that, and we're gonna bring this like that. Ugh. And he's kind of holding on to the girl's shoulder here. Kind of like that. Okay. All right, so let's start to add a little bit more depth in the sketch here. The rat has a hella long tail. Yes. Yes, he does. Nothing wrong with that. Truth or dare? Uh-oh. I pick truth. Okay, so there we go, and we're gonna add or outline his little starfish paws here. They're so cute! Oh wow, this is still live? Yes, it is live. Doing it in real time right now. The rat is so cute. Oh, thank you, Nuria. He's just chilling, you know? Just chilling on the shoulder here. Okay, Betty Boo. Patrick, you better win the tournament. Also, you know what would be totally awesome? If you could bring back shepherd's pie for me, because I'm going to be hungry after I am done this live stream. And if you could take something to go, would be awesome. You know, just thinking about your wife, you know? Any tips for beginner artists? Oh gosh, I mean, yeah, there's so many tips I can give you, because there's just, I don't know, there's just so. Let's just say, as a beginner, I would suggest that you keep things very simple at first. Don't try to do everything at once, like, oh, I want to learn how to draw this or this and this. You will get so overwhelmed because there's so much things out there, like so many different techniques, different mediums. I would honestly say start with simple sketching. Sketching is everything because it's the kind of the fundamentals of learning the basics of like anything, no matter if you're drawing animals or if you're drawing people. It is literally the basics. Just sketch. Get yourself a really good sketchbook, either watercolor sketchbook or just regular sketchbook. Literally anything will do. And get yourself a set of pencils, preferably something like what I have here. Let me show you. So we got like a set of 12 or a set of 6 or something. Faber-Castell is one of my favorites. Like, I love this brand so much, and this is the, like, I only use their pencils, especially the 9000, because you get all of the grades, which I don't use all actually, but I mean, they're there. This kind of set costs approximately, like, I think 15 euros maybe. So definitely get yourself just a set of pencils, a good eraser, and a sketchbook, and start from there. And just try to learn the fundamentals of sketching. Ooh, I saw the question. Ah! Miter asks, Truth, do you have any other hobbies? No, not really. I mean, there's a lot of things that I love to do. I mean, I love to travel. I love to play games as well, like video games. I love to ride my bike around and discover things. And I love to go visit castles. Like, I think if you would say, like, what's my other hobby, it would definitely be castle hopping or castle hunting or whatever, like going around traveling and going to see as many castles as possible. So that's like one of the things that I love to do. Okay, I'm going to add another rat somewhere, but where shall I add it? Maybe here. The Panda Girl 21 says, I've subscribed to your channel for 2 years now. Your content is amazing. Oh, make more please. Thank you. Yes, I will make more. I was on a break for a very long time. Like this month, literally, I had no energy to do anything else this month, which is why I didn't really upload as much. I didn't live stream. I wasn't really posting on Instagram either, because I was burnt out. I just couldn't do, I didn't have the energy to do anything, but now I feel better. Okay guys, I'm going to add another rat here. When are you gonna have a meet and greet? Ooh. I don't know if that would ever happen, to be honest with you. Probably not in Germany because, I mean, I don't have enough fans, I would say, in Germany. I think a lot of my friends come from the US or Canada, or even the UK. Okay, wait, this rat is gonna have comically big ears. I don't even know if this is a rat. It's like super adorable. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna have big ears. Okay. Have you ever been to Hungary? Not yet. I have not been there yet. I have a lot of Hungarian friends though, and they always tell me how beautiful it is there, and the food. I love Hungarian food as well, so I would actually really like to go. How old am I? Oh, do the rat on her head. I will do a rat on her head here. We're gonna do one that's like kind of like dangling, like just the top part of his head, like holding onto her head. So how old am I? I am 26. My birthday is October 3rd, so it's actually in like a week and a half or so, or like 2 weeks maybe. And yeah, I'm turning 27. So it's like really scary. I feel so old. How is this? Okay. The body's gonna be a bit awkward here. Ah! I would travel to Germany for a meet and greet. It's a long way to travel. Have you been to Singapore? I have not. I have not been to any countries from that area, like Asian countries. Thank you, Ashlyn Lambert. I've never been to any sort of Asian country, which is definitely a goal of mine. I would love to go. I just hear such great things about all these different countries there, and it feels so exotic, I would say. So yeah, it's definitely a goal of mine to go visit these countries. I'd love to go to South Korea, and of course, obviously, Japan as well, and Thailand would also be a place. Honestly, like all of them, like there's so many places I just want to travel to just to experience the culture. Okay, so we're gonna do more starfish feet here. I think my favorite thing about these like rats are the starfish feet. Happy Panda Girl says early happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my birthday. Oh gosh. So happy to see you back. Thank you, Tammy Sue. I'm happy to be back. It's gonna be hopefully, I'm gonna try to do a live stream next Saturday as well. Maybe probably an even longer live stream. And I want to get back into the rhythm of doing them regularly again, so we can talk and communicate. I really missed it. Okay, so this little rat dude, he's not really, I mean, he's more of like a mythical, he looks more of a, I don't know, he's kind of a funny looking creature, which I actually don't mind at all. This is an illustration after all. Okay, now where does his tail go? Where shall his tail go? I think we're gonna loop his tail. Let's do it like, let's do it like a loop here. And we're gonna loop it around her that's also a really long tail. We're gonna loop it around her shoulder, kinda. Let's shorten that bit here. Is it hard to make YouTube videos? I don't think it's hard to make YouTube videos. I think it's more time consuming, and that could make things hard for you depending on how much time you have in your actual schedule. You know, apart from like, because life gets in the way, you have work, you have things you have to deal with. It's just, YouTube is very time consuming for the video production aspect of things. So if you can get a regular schedule up and running, like uploading every Sunday, for example, that's like, for me, that's right now the minimum that I can do, or the maximum, I should say, because of my stress levels right now. But in terms of, like, the trick here is to do YouTube or like upload based on what you can achieve per week, you know what I mean? So if you can do 2 videos a week, then that is amazing and you should. But if you can only do 1, then it's also no big deal. But the goal is to upload regularly. So if you miss a day, it's a little bit bad, but you just need to have a standard schedule, you know? But in terms of like it being difficult, it's not difficult, it's just really time consuming. And sometimes that just, I don't know, life gets in the way, right? Oh my god, he's so cute! Oh my gosh, Amy Elizabeth, your name, I was like, wait, I thought it was my name at first. Like, my name is Anne Elizabeth. So when I saw that, I was like, wait, someone else has the same name as me? I never meet anyone with the same name as me. Anne Elizabeth. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of a rare name, I think. I don't know. Which color medium should beginners start to use first? I would say, okay, in terms of practice and getting better and understanding like what to do as an artist, I would definitely say graphite. This is what I'm drawing with now. In terms of coloring, oh gosh, that's a difficult one. Depends which kind of direction you want to go into. Oh, my rabbits are out. I mean, watercolor was always easy for me to grasp, and I started with watercolor. So obviously, I mean, I would tell you watercolor, but that's very difficult for some people. Marker is also quite fun, but it's a different way of coloring things in. So if you want to get really traditional in terms of the medium you use, whether it's acrylic or oil, I would just honestly say pick the one that you really want to work in and just start with that. And then you'll get gradually better at it. How many languages can y'all speak? I speak 3. I speak English, obviously. French is my first language, but I have not practiced French in a very long time. Although I can understand it pretty much, like, I can understand pretty much everything. And also I can understand German, although my speaking level for German is not that great. But I still like to say that I can speak German, because I kind of can. Okay, so let's draw rat number... We're going to draw rat number 3 on her head. Here, we're going to draw him right here. Love your bunnies. Oh, thank you. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna actually have to shorten her head a little bit here. I'm gonna make like an indentation. So he's kind of sitting, he or she, I don't know. It's gonna be sitting here. Now this one is going to be a little bit difficult to draw. I'm going to try to draw it. So I want to have the rat looking upwards. I'm not really sure if I can draw that. I'm gonna start off with a really awkward triangle shape. Okay. The nose is gonna be up here. So he's kind of like sniffing up. Like he's like, what's going on? I'm on the head and I'm gonna sniff everything that I can because I'm awesome. So that's what he's thinking. Oh, this might be a fail, guys. Okay, wait, let's try it. Kind of draw the mouth area. Wait, I drew him way too big. Or no, wait, let's try to make this work. Its ears are going to stick out a little bit here. Can you make a video when you make a watercolor palette? Ooh, I've done a few of the basics for like watercolors. You can see them on my channel. I only have 2 videos because I started a series and I will finish the series. It's kind of like when I got my burnout, so I didn't do any videos anymore. So I kind of stopped the series, but the series I still want to continue. And like the next video I was planning on making was literally just techniques, like watercolor techniques and everything, on basic techniques on how to use watercolor. But I already did one about a palette. Ah, Love Mint, thank you. One day I will be a mod senpai. Till then, hey. Oh, Love Mint. Love Mint wants to be a mod, hmm? Dun, 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 dun.
One day I will be a mod senpai. Till then, hey.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Does Lovement want to be a mod? Is that what you want to be? You want to be a mod? It's gonna be a mod. All right, there we go. Thank you very much, Lovements. How do we keep motivated? Asked the one gay trash can. I like your name, by the way. It's very cute. How to stay motivated? Well, that is a doozy. I could tell you that right now. And because that's one of those things where I'm currently struggling in right now. Motivation is a bit, it's like one of those things that you need to figure out for yourself, honestly. Okay, this rat is really not working properly right now. I don't know. But yeah, motivation is one of those things that you need to figure out for yourself, like what works for you best, because for everyone it's going to be a little bit different. And it can be quite challenging to keep the motivation or to even find it, especially if you have no will to draw or no will to do art or anything. What is sort of helping me right now to find the motivation, because for those of you that don't know, I've burnt myself out starting in like August. It started to happen, and with the burnout, you just can't really do anything anymore. You don't have the energy for it, and you're feeling it's not depressed, you're more feeling like you just can't go on in terms of what you've been doing because you're so stressed out, or you worked so hard and you just don't have the energy for it anymore. And the motivation just left me. And for those of you guys who have known me for a while, I've always drawn. I always tell you guys that I do something a little bit every day, and that is sort of the motivation that kept, like, it was always there, and now I lost it. So what helps for me is to just take a break and take a break from everything. If you're not getting motivation because you're tired, then just take a break. But if you're looking for motivation just to get rolling, in my case, I would tell you to just draw something a little bit every day. So no matter what it is, even if you're not motivated to do it, just draw a little bit. That's only for the case that you have the energy to do so and you're not burnt out and you want to draw, but you just don't know what because you don't have motivation. just do it. Just get down, get your sketchbook out and draw. But if you're tired and you just can't because you overexerted yourself, then just take a break. I don't know if that helps because it's like, it's really hard, but it's different for everyone. That's the problem. And of course you can find motivation outdoors. You can go to museums, you can go to art shows, you can read books. I also get motivation from books as well, which is, yeah, it's different for everyone. The easiest motivation is getting people to force you. Yeah, it does work to a certain degree. I would say yes, because my husband oftentimes, like if I'm like, he doesn't force me, but he makes me realize that like I could be doing something that I don't want to say I love, but it's more like if I say, oh, I don't know what to do, or I don't really know what video I should do, he would say something like, oh, maybe do the thing that's like, draw the thing that you've always talked about drawing, even though it's not a popular topic on YouTube, you know what I mean? So it's like, he tends to put things into perspective for me sometimes as well, so it is sort of a motivator, but if they force you, it's also not as good either. Okay, so this rat here is a little bit fat. Which I kind of love. Are you going to use watercolor? Yes, I am. I'm just getting to it now. We're just going to finish drawing these little rat characters. Pourquoi elles n'ont pas de pupilles? I'm going to add them. I haven't drawn them yet. They'll be drawn. I always draw them last. I don't know why. J'ai pas fini. That's what I can tell you. Okay. So let's leave this little rat guy for there. And, ooh, yeah, Sia is very good for motivation. I love listening to her music. Like, oh, I love listening to the music. Like, she has amazing music. Also, Lana Del Rey for a very long time. I know there's like a meme or whatever going around where she's like, oh, she's like depressing, you know, stuff like that. But her music is also quite motivational for me for some reason. And yeah, music is a great motivator as well. Okay. Thank you, Iremia Artwork. How many friends do you have in real life? Oh gosh. I laugh because it's like, I have friends, but they're pretty much my my colleagues at work. We're a pretty good group of friends. Like, all of us come from different areas in the world. So it's like we have that whole immigrants kind of thing going for us because we're not German. So we all speak English together, and we just understand each other, and we work with each other like the entire day. So it's like easy to stay friends. And those are my only friends that I have, honestly. I have no other friends outside of work, I guess you can say. It's kind of sad. I don't know. What? Salty sashimi? Only feminists like Sia and are depressed because they have nothing to complain about. I don't think that's, I don't know. Thank you, Emily fam. Je te vois says, how many years you're drawing? Sorry, I don't speak very good English. Oh, that's totally fine. Your English is understandable, so don't worry. I've been drawing for many years. But like on a serious level, like being very serious about it, probably since 2016, could be 2015. Where did my eraser go? Which is like about 3 years, more or less. Okay, so we're gonna draw this here. Okay, so we're going to be using the watercolor now, like the gouache. I haven't decided how I'm going to stylize this drawing yet. Thank you, Kirsty. Ah, Manmin, thank you. Keep practicing, you'll get it. Nicola, it's been so long. Welcome. You live in Poland now? Dang. I still have yet to visit Poland, which I really want to. Okay, so let's progress. I'm not sure if I'm going to outline with something specific. I want to do a color. Let me try this blue, which I guess will work with the purple and brown, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's just go ahead. Your luncheon? I'm hungry too. Oh my gosh. I've got nothing to eat at my house here. We didn't do grocery. So I'm currently outlining with a blue. I don't really know the color. Cobalt blue is the color. I'm wondering if I should just do the outline after. Okay, let's just do the gouache watercolor work for now with the hair. I'm actually going to be using just gouache, but we're going to water it down a lot. So here's my gouache palette. I'm going to be using this purple. This is actually from the Schminke Designer's Gouache, which is really good. I could definitely recommend this as a gouache. And I'm going to be using the color Lilac. So what I like to do with my gouache is I like to take a spray bottle to just wet the entire palette, and because if you just use it like watercolor where you dip your like your brush in a glass of water, it doesn't get everything wet, so you kind of want to reactivate the gouache by spraying it with water so you get like a total surface, you know what I mean? And this just makes it easier with the gouache. You have to work with it a little bit differently than watercolor, which is what I have to learn, and I'm still learning. So this is what we're going to do now. I'm just going to spray, just get it a bit wet. So you can see here, it's kind of shiny now. It's reactivating, and I'm going to set this aside. Well, what I'm going to do, oh, I forgot to get clean water. Oh no, my cup is all dirty. Ah. Okay, whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to wet. First, we're going to erase some of the lines here. And we're going to wet the hair. We're just wet. Typically you would do this with water that is like clean, obviously, but I use this water for the corgi that I drew in the thumbnail. So it's a little bit brown, but that is okay. And what we do now is I'm going to actually be mixing a little bit of the, let's move this a bit higher here so you can see. Here we go. I'm mixing the lilac purple with a little bit of the red. And this is just cadmium red, actually. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add one a little bit over her ear. Oops. We're just going to add a bit of a wash here. If you guys hear some weird noises in the background, it's my rabbits running around. Okay. Thank you, Emily. Now the goal for this is not to have perfect watercolor. Again, this is just a sketchbook, so I'm just trying different techniques out. I want to try to keep it as simple and as loose as possible because I have a problem with control in terms of the way that I try to control the paint. I don't want to control it as much as I do all the time because I tend to go overboard and I tend to add a lot more details than I really should. So this kind of, the goal here is to try to just let the color do its work while trying to control a little bit of the paint, and that's it. Rabbits running around. Yeah, they are running around. They are just kind of like, Yeah, they just woke up. I thought they would sleep in because typically they sleep from like 3-ish, like 2 in the afternoon up until like 6 o'clock. Usually they sleep. And I thought I could get away with having them out. Usually I put them inside their cage when I live stream because they tend to get really, really naughty and they want to go around and screw everything up. Okay, so we're going to do the same on this side. And her hair, I think we're going to do a little bit of a different... I'm trying to think what... I want something similar, but not the same here. Sketchy Tiger, I totally forgot to fix the description of the live stream. Yes, you're right. It's a very sloppy live stream. I'm sorry, guys. I have nothing prepared for my interface, like in terms of the sketch or in terms of the live stream itself. I just wanted to like paint something and whatever. Next week it's going to be way better, I promise you guys, because I will have time to fix everything up for the live stream, like the light system, for example, and the description and the actual interface of the live stream itself. I need to fix up because I used to have info there, which I don't right now. Okay, let's wait for this to dry, and I'm going to just proceed with some of the outline work regardless. I should have probably done brown. I don't know. Let's just try with the blue, whatever. It's a sketchbook. Like, what? That's the whole point, right? What sketchbooks do you recommend for watercolor? Oh gosh, there's so many choices out there. I would definitely recommend a sketchbook. Okay, so Hanamüller is the sketchbook I'm using. This is the brand, Hanamüller. It's a German brand and they have amazing papers. And this is their sketchbook here. It is, I believe it's cold pressed paper, which has a little bit of a texture to it. I personally do not like papers for watercolor that have texture. I prefer it to be hot press and super, super smooth, like a satin finish. But the cold press can also be quite nice. So this is minimum texture, which works really well if you're doing mixed media stuff with like pencils and things, because the texture won't get in the way as much. So this is okay, and so far so good. So I'd recommend checking out the difference between hot press, cold press paper, and also rough paper, because there's an extreme texture that you can have. And it all depends on like what kind of style you want to do and for what you're using it for. So yeah, there's all kinds out there. I would definitely just take a look and check what works best with you and your style. Thank you, Emily. No, Alex. Hi, SK Creative. It's a sloppy live stream. I honestly feel like it's a sloppy live stream. Like, I have no green screen, like nothing. I'm just kind of like sitting here in my living room. But like, I want to make a better live stream for you guys next week. Because I want to introduce like the BB Live art again. I think the feature should be working again, because last time the reason why I stopped was because I was having issues with connecting to the Instagram like interface thing that I had hooked up to my XSplit, which is the program that I use for live streaming. And yeah, I just was having so many issues. But I think I tested it not too long ago and it was working again. Guys, I'm really hungry. Like, I want pizza or something. Pizza. Sorry, I'm just trying to get I had a reference photo here. Okay. What about 200 gram paper? That is a pretty good thickness that you can use. I like to use anything that's above, oh gosh, I forgot. Let's see. Yeah, so okay, there's pounds and there's grams. So I typically like to use anything that's above, I think the typical one I use is 300 grams, which is 140 pounds, but anything between 90 pounds, I believe, up until like whatever is pretty decent for watercolor, I think. I think it was 90 pounds. I'm not sure what that translates to grams though. What brush am I using now? Do you mean like this? This is Touch, the Touch liner. And this is Cobalt Blue. We cannot buy these in Germany. So these are quite rare. Quite rare, I say. They just don't sell them here, like in Berlin anyways. So when I go to Canada, I'm gonna go to my local art store in Canada, like where my parents live, and I'm going to buy myself all kinds of Touch things because I like these. These are really nice. They're super nice with watercolor as well. So like I mentioned, this is going to be a combination of sketch and watercolor. So I want to make sure to get some detail in with some of the graphite here. So we're just going to start sketching in some of the detail. Hey, Creative Artly. You're a beginner. What is a tip? I'm a beginner. What is a tip for me? Asked Sophia. Tip for you would be to start simple. Because I can remember starting in art and being overwhelmed by everything that needed to be done in terms of what I had to learn and, you know, the different types of mediums you can use. Like, do I use oil? Do I use watercolor? Do I just stick to marker work, for example? There's all kinds of things out there. And I went in it the wrong way where I tried everything all at once and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know, you know, like it's a lot of work and it's a lot of things. There's a lot of things out there for you. So I would recommend keep it simple. If you want to learn how to draw with a pencil and a sketchbook. That's all you need. And then you can slowly start to integrate other things like marker, you know, stuff like that. But if you want to learn the basics, definitely just pencil and sketchbook is all you need, and eraser, of course. But that's all you need. And yeah, keep it very, very simple and don't get discouraged because at the beginning it will be quite hard for you to draw things, of course, because it's your first time, blah, blah, blah. But don't get discouraged because everyone goes through it. Everyone goes through the same process. Visit me, I live in Canada. I'm going to Toronto, so that's where my parents live. That's where I come from. So I'm gonna be spending a month there in December, January time. So we're so excited. Ah, it's gonna be so much fun. Thank you, Creative Artly. Did I just say thank you to you? I don't remember. Which store in Canada do you go to? We only have Michael's here in Niagara region. Yeah, so Michael's, okay, I last went to Michael's 2 years ago, and when I went there, I think maybe it could have been the Michael's, like, it was in Burlington, if you know Burlington. If you live in Niagara, you probably know Burlington, so there's a Michael's there, I think there's two Michael's. They didn't have the same things I was looking for normally that I'm used to here in Berlin, but in the past, I went to a store called... Oh, they changed the name. It was called Dessert or Loomis. Either one. I don't remember which name they have now, but it's in Oakville. And that one had so much more choice. And that was the art store that I always went to instead of Michael's. But I can't remember what it's called now. Dessert or Loomis? I don't know. Come to Wales, the castles are amazing. Honestly, Wales is like one of my next destinations. Like I saw some documentaries about it, about the area, and it looks so amazing. For sure, for sure. I want to do like all of the, so I want to do, we did Northern Ireland, we did Ireland, but we didn't do the east coast of Ireland. So that's also something that I want to do, the east coast and kind of like the middle of Ireland. Northern Ireland, we basically saw everything we had to see there, I would say, because it's rather small. the UK, like, I don't know if you guys call it England or Great Britain. There's a lot of political things with that, but I want to go see England. Like, I want to see the entire region there, also Wales and Scotland as well. Like, I want to do a whole thing up there. It's like, I love those countries. It's so beautiful. Gorgeous. Yeah. I like acrylics but struggle with watercolors. Would I struggle with learning how to use gouache paints too? If you can use acrylic paint and you know how it works, I don't think you would struggle so much with gouache because it's very similar in the sense that it's dry. The only thing that's not similar is the fact that you can reactivate it. That's like kind of a watercolor, what's it called, feature, I would say. Not a watercolor feature, it's just yeah, it is kind of more of a watercolor feature. But if you know how acrylic works, I think it would be okay, I would say. To be honest with you, I'm not really an acrylic fan, and I've never really worked so much with acrylic, so I can't really give you from that perspective. All I know is that it's taking me a while to get used to gouache and to learn how to work with it. So it's kind of disheartening sometimes, to be honest with you. But that could just be me. I don't know. Okay. Looks like it's called dessert. Yeah, exactly. This is what I think it was, yeah. That one has a good selection of things. The one in Oakville anyways, I don't know in the Niagara region. Ooh, but I'm so excited to like visit because my brother goes to school. He goes to school at the Niagara, what's it called? It's like agriculture. I think it's like I don't know, college or university, which one it is, but it's in the Niagara region, and they do like they learn how to like grow things like agriculture, and also like I guess cooking is also there. And he goes to the school, so we're gonna go visit the school, and we're gonna be like hanging out in the Niagara region a lot, which I love. It's gonna be so cool. Yeah, give them a try, Angie, because they're very, I love combining watercolor together with the gouache, because pretty much how I've been using them so far is I use like watercolor. I set the basis first with watercolor, and then I will apply details with gouache afterwards, because gouache to me was like always a final step, you know? It's like I don't have to add anything on top of the gouache because it's like the last minute detail. And I typically use a lot of white gouache with my watercolor work, and that is such a great combination to use. If you have watercolor and you want to have some really nice crystal clear white details, then use white gouache on top of it. White watercolor will not do it because it's too transparent, but the white gouache, since it's opaque, it will add a beautiful detail on top. So in this case, with this guy, I did use white gouache on top. I colored it in first with like regular this is all gouache though, this is why it looks a little bit muddy, but I did add a base layer first with a kind of soft beige, and then I added white on top to add additional detail to it. So this is sort of the ideal with that, and how I basically been using watercolor and gouache together. Am I visiting India? Oh gosh, I haven't thought about it. Like honestly, the Indian culture is really cool. Like it's so colorful, and I love the Indian food. Like I eat Indian a couple times a month, I would say. Like we have some, I don't know if we have great Indian here in Berlin, but we found a couple restaurants that are amazing. And I've been loving the spicy food recently, so Indian food has literally been amazing. I don't know. Previously, when I was younger, I didn't really like it as much because it's the spice and just wasn't for me, but now it's like, oh, I can't get enough of it. But I'm not sure if I'd be visiting India anytime soon. It's just not, I've got so many other places I want to see before. I don't know. I don't know how expensive it would be either. I suppose it wouldn't be so bad. Oh god, you're making me hungry for Indian food right now, honestly. I'm debating whether I should order something after the live stream is over. Order some Indian. Okay. So actually, let's just add a bit of, I want to add a bit of blush to their faces. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some water. The water is already a bit colored for the blushy kind of tone, which is nice. We're just going to add a little bit more of a reddish to it. It looks like she got punched in the face. Ah! Okay. This is fine. They're supposed to be creepy. This is kind of the ideal here. Hi, bestie boy! Oh no, your gouache keeps turning yellow when it dries? Can you tell me what kind of gouache you have in terms of the color? First of all, the brand and the color. So I use titanium white, and I have not had an issue. I know there are different types of whites, and I think that they dry a little bit differently. So this one does not do that, and I'm using Schminka, which is a pretty good brand. So double check that, because it could just be the type of brand that you have, or even the color of white that you have. I did hear about this before though. I've seen this happen, or people talk about it, but I don't really remember like what it was, like why. I know it's also because of the fact that it's a different, like there's different types of whites out there. Le gasp, bestie boy. J'ai très faim aussi, mais c'est la nuit. Oh no. You can probably still order something though, even if it's nighttime. Or go to like I don't know, a place that sells food at night. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm hungry. So we're going to be adding a bit of color here, and I want to add, we need to add the shadow underneath the chin area. Probably add a bit more shadow. Okay. And to add more here. Thank you, Nihar. How to Alika Stankova says, how to get rid of my art block. Oh gosh. Yeah. How to get rid of your art block. Okay, well, it depends to like what level of art block you have. If it's a case of like I don't know what to draw, or if it's a case of literally if I pick up the pencil I will go crazy because I just can't do it anymore. You know, there's different types of art block levels, I would say. You know what I mean? There's some that are like pretty chill, and there's some that are more extreme. And then I like, honestly, at the end of the day, like every single level of art block really comes back down to, oh my gosh, my English is horrible, guys, I'm so sorry. It really comes down to how you feel on a mental level. I think it's more of a mental block as well, you know what I mean? Do you feel well enough? Are you stressed out? Do you have, or do you put too much pressure on yourself, so now you're kind of like mentally blocking yourself from drawing? These are all things you kind of have to think about before you start picking up the pencil again. Like, what is the problem? Because typically I find that the art blocks I get tend to come in a moment of stress or stressful situations where I'm just like, oh my god, like something's wrong with me. I need to chill, or I just need to like step away from everything. And oftentimes stepping away really, really makes a difference. As I'm sitting here with you guys drawing and live streaming, this is literally the first time in probably a month that I've sat down and I've drawn something or created something. So what you're seeing now is like literally kind of like the beginning stages of getting over my art block, which is, it's a pretty big deal to me. So yeah, and I'm kind of surprised that I'm able to draw something actually, to be honest with you. So yeah, take it easy, step away from the paper and pencil, and try to find something outside of it. What has been helping me a lot is to take time for myself physically in terms of getting fit again, doing some workouts pretty much every day, and kind of like putting the energy I had for art into other things, which has helped a lot. Hi Zora! Oh my gosh, your name is so long. Zora, Simona, and Anand Duquette Hoffman. Just found out about you. I love your artwork, I think you said. Love your work. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. Okay, this fine liner is so thin. Ooh, the binder was expired. Yes, that could also be. Okay, the lines in her hair I kind of screwed up. That's okay, guys. It's a sketch. We're good, we're good. Gonna add another layer of gouache to her hair though. Where am I from? I'm from Canada. And when did I start drawing? It's been a while since I've been drawing. I always say I've been drawing all my life because I have been as a child, but on a serious level, like wanting to take this to the next level, like wanting to have a career out of it, only about 2.5 years, 3 years, really. So yeah, hasn't been very long. Okay. Oh my god, guys, I'm starving. My stomach is making noises. What's the best method to improve your art style? A very good trick that I've learned over time was to basically change it up every once in a while. So I often tell myself that the style, first of all, I know for a fact that the style that I have is not the final style, and styles will eventually change over time. And because I know it's not my final style, it's not the kind of place that I'm looking to be at. Like when I picture my style, it's actually not, I feel like I haven't reached it yet, you know what I mean? So I know it's going to grow and to change and yeah, to evolve a little bit here and there. So what has helped me a lot was to basically, first of all, realize this fact, and second of all, try new things. So I mix it up every once in a while. I'll try a different type of style, I'll try a different type of technique, and oftentimes trying a new technique will lead to a different type of style, for example. And yeah, then you start to see your own style evolve, and you might go back to the way you used to do things, or you might now combine different things together to create one style, you know what I mean? So definitely experimenting is a huge aspect to this, and I would definitely recommend that you try to do this as much as possible. Of course, I mean, if you have a style that you really like, then for sure keep at it, keep drawing with it. That's all, like, that's your decision. And more power to you, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. I know I'm not there yet, but there's something there, so it's always exciting. Do you ever look at other people's drawings and think that they are better than you? Yes, all the time. And it's such a bad attitude to take, because you can't do that to yourself. It just makes you feel really bad. Comparing yourself to other people is not a good thing to do. So I would definitely say, I mean, try to stay away from that way of thinking. It's really not easy though, because There's going to be people out there that are super, super skilled at what they do, and that's because they spend years doing it. So it's just a matter of looking at it a bit differently, you know? So if, instead of seeing, oh my gosh, they're so much better than me, I'm never going to be like that, try to think of it from a different perspective. Like, what can you learn from them to improve yourself maybe, or just keep telling yourself that if you keep practicing, you know, every week or so, you're eventually going to get to that point that you're like your favorite artist, for example. So you're just going to see things a little bit differently. And actually, like, part of the reason why I also took a break from art in like this month and last month was because I actually ended up finding myself comparing. I stopped myself multiple times where I was like comparing myself to other people that I really admired, and I was like, wait, hold up, I haven't done this in so long. Like, my source of frustration is actually coming from the fact that I feel like I'm not at their level yet, and it's making me frustrated. And yeah, that's when I realized, I was like, okay, I need to have a break, because this is not healthy. It's not a healthy way to think. Question, why were there only 4 YouTube Artist Collective members participating at the last theme? Yeah, this was a little bit of a not so great time for everyone, it seems like. There were a lot of people that were either out, like, I think there were some that were on vacation, others that were like sick as well. I don't really know. It just seemed like a very off month, I guess. And yeah, that was the thing. Like, I was in a situation for the YouTube Artist Collective in this month where I literally was in between this art block kind of burnt out mode, you know, like, where I was just like, I couldn't even make the effort to do anything. And I was freaking out because the YouTube Artist Collective was coming up, and then everyone was kind of like, there were many people that were not participating, and I was like, if I don't participate either, it makes it look really bad. So I did something, but that piece that you saw was me doing something that I absolutely hated, and I just couldn't, like, it took everything out of me to get that out. But I didn't want to fail, like, kind of be another person that just didn't do the collective that month, because, you know, I don't know, other people just didn't have the time for it either, so I wanted to try. Hopefully next month is going to be a bit different, or the next theme. A lot of people are busy as well. Yeah, I mean, it was an unfortunate theme. I don't know. I don't know. Guys, this is getting political. I don't want to, like, gossip about this. I don't know. Okay, so okay, so I keep drawing this girl. Let's just try to progress with this girl. Or how about I add a little bit more depth to her hair? I'm gonna add a little bit more depth. Drawing with waffles, yeah, she's really cool. I really love her too. Like, her style, everything, like her videos. She's a really sweet person too. Yeah! Okay. I love politics, but let's not get political. Yes, between you and me, actually, like everyone in the live stream, I also really love politics. But I have to be very neutral in this live stream, I like to be neutral when I'm in public, I guess you can say. Like, that sounds really awful to say, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to bring things up, or I don't want to talk about these sort of things, because nowadays a lot of people can get offended very easily as well, and I don't want to get anyone offended, and politics is a sure way to get to that point, and that's the problem. But I do like politics in general. I think it's a really interesting topic. It's a pretty cool topic. Okay. Hi, Ella, Alina. All right. So let's just... This world is too sensitive. Yeah, it has become very sensitive. I don't recall ever living in a time where it's like you have to be careful like with the jokes that you make, or you have to... I understand it to a certain extent, but at the same time there's just like things that, I mean, it's just a joke, it's comedy, you know. I don't know. There's a lot of sensitivity in our society, but it's actually not everywhere. Like, I don't feel that here. I mean, here for a certain degree in Germany there's sensitive topics, but like in general it seems to be more in like where I come from, like Canada and the US. The mentality in Europe is a little bit different, I think, in terms of people being very sensitive. You don't get that much here, I think. I don't know. Do you like Kellogg's Loops? Yes, I love him. Him, right? Yeah, it's a him. Yeah, I love his work a lot. He's one of my inspirations as well. You can follow him on Instagram, also on YouTube, I believe. He has a YouTube channel, but his work is phenomenal. Thank you, Mohammed. Bye, Go Chingsi. Hello, Sharika. Sharika. I like your name. Okay, so her eyes, we're going to make... Let's get this a bit dark here. Her eyes look bizarre. They're like too big or something. What is going on with her eyes? What is going on? Okay. Whatever. This is a sketch. Let's not get too crazy about the details here. Now, her nose is very strange looking. It's like a little pig nose. So we're just gonna like make like a... She has like a an upturned nose. Where are you from now? Do you mean like where do I come from? I come from Canada, but I live in Berlin. I live in Germany. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce your name. Xinge Calfield? Oh, sorry, I can't pronounce it. But thank you very much. What brand of watercolors do you suggest when I start practicing watercolor? Ooh. I would honestly, you have to go, gosh, my nose is super itchy. I would recommend when you're starting something new for the very first time to either get yourself a little set, like with different colors that are in it, like a set of 8, for example. Usually these watercolor sets will provide you with the essential colors that you need. And the key to this, you may think, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with 8 colors? Like, you can actually mix them and create the colors that you need. You really need not so many colors to get a full range of, or to create a full range of colors. So definitely get yourself a beginner set and learn how to mix from the very beginning, like how to mix what colors with what to create what value, and go from there. Generally, in terms of the brands, start with something that's relatively cheap, I would say, but not so cheap where it's like dollar store quality, because you want to give yourself a chance. Because sometimes if you buy something that's a little bit cheaper, you might think to yourself, I don't really like it, you know, I don't like this medium, because you think it's kind of bad, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work properly, and that could just be because of the quality that you buy, or the quality of the medium that you bought. So in terms of the brands, the one that I started off with was what's this? Oh gosh, Van Gogh. Van Gogh, I believe, at least here in Berlin, it's a little bit cheaper than the typical brands like Schminke, for example. So these guys, like Schminke, which is my favorite brand ever, for watercolor and gouache. At least, yeah, like in Berlin, I could buy everywhere because it's a German brand, right? Now, depending on where you come from, there's also Shinhan Art, which is a little bit more expensive, but it is really good quality as well. They should have some sets and kits, at least in the US and Canada for sure. What else? I think those are the, but I definitely started with Van Gogh as a starter. When your nose itches, it means you have a visitor. You will have a visitor. Don't tell me that, guys. Like, oh my gosh, you're creeping me out. Don't creep me out. I'm home alone. I shouldn't say this on a live stream, but I am. Oh, don't say that. Now I'm actually creeped out. Yeah, hides an introvert corner. I am also not prepared for this, and I actually do not welcome any visitors at this time. Van Gogh, yeah, Van Gogh is quite nice. Okay, so let's try. I probably need to get a paper here because my hand's gonna rub into the graphite. What can I use? I don't have paper with me. Oh gosh. Like legit, my nose won't stop itching. Okay, so let's use this ugly, gross paper here that I used for my watercolor. What was your previous art? What do you mean? Previous art. It keeps itching. What is going on? Nika, you definitely made sense. I would suggest also, like you said, if you always draw, you will get better. Yes, that is the truth, and that's something that I always say, in terms of just keep practicing, keep drawing as much as you can. But I think, like, if you were in my live streams for a while, you'll always hear me say that I draw something every single day, a little bit here and there. As long as I draw something, I feel better about it, and I also know that it's going to help improve my skills in the long run. Now, knowing that that sort of thing can be a lot of pressure as well in terms of just drawing, you know, every day, it's a pretty rough schedule to stick to. I would also say you got to pace yourself out, and you got to leave yourself time to breathe and to kind of relax and to let yourself, I don't know, it's kind of like a creative muscle, you know what I mean? So you also want to let your muscles rest in that term, I guess you can say. So let your creativity rest a little bit, because oftentimes when you do take a break, maybe a week you don't draw anything, but you still think about it a little bit. Oftentimes when you get back to it, you're like, oh my gosh, like that also helps to get you to a better place as well, because you just took a break. So that's actually something that I'm going to start saying a lot more, rather than draw every day. You gotta draw, but you also gotta take breaks. That's also quite important. Do we still use BB Live Art? Not in this live stream, so I haven't done any live streams in a very, very long time. I want to add BB Live Art in the upcoming live streams. I did check if the interface was working again, and it was. So I'm going to try to fix this for next week's live stream. I hope I can live stream next week. It's not confirmed yet. I think I have something planned, that's the problem. But I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I wanna add BB live stream again. Those are gonna be for the live streams that are a little bit longer, like 4 hours long. Okay. Which is the recent art you made in your sketchbook? You're looking at it. I haven't drawn anything specific for a month, like at all. Like I tried a little bit at the beginning and then I just stopped because I was going through an art block. So I just couldn't do it. I couldn't draw. So what you're seeing me draw right now is the first thing that I've drawn in a very, very long time. Hi, Timmy! I'm good, how are you? Hi from the Philippines, hello! Hi from France, hello! Bonjour! What inspires my art? Ooh. I think I mean, to kind of summarize it, I don't know. As of late, what has inspired my art is a lot of like natural elements or nature. So like for example, adding a little bit of, you know, animals like rats, for example, or some floral designs, or just things like insects. This has been really, maybe for like the past 2 months, 3 months maybe, that I've found a lot of inspiration from these kind of elements. So I would say nature, actually. Like geometric shapes, geometric things that are very linear also inspires me. Kind of a tattoo design, you know, like tattoo, geometric tattoo art, I guess you can say as well. I don't know why, I try to incorporate a little bit of this, and that's why my shading, like the way that I shade characters, is also inspired by tattoos with the cross-hatching. So yeah. Hello from Germany, hello! We got so many Filipinos! It's awesome. Okay. So let's add a bit of, ooh. Okay, added a little bit too much. Let's disperse this a little bit. Ah! Trying to add like a casual blush. It's not really casual anymore. It's just kind of like, kind of sunburned. Bunny, check your phone. Uh-oh. Checking my phone. Oh my god. Who is that? Guys, Patrick just sent me a photo on WhatsApp. I kind of want to draw him. Oh my gosh. Is he a pug you met at the bar? Like, is he there right now? He's so cute. Look at him. Look at him. He's like a senior pug. Oh my god, I love him. Okay, for those that are confused, this is my husband sending me these pug photos. He's at a Irish pub right now doing a dart tournament, and I guess there's a little old pug there. Oh, so cute. I love pugs. They're so funny. The pug is 13.5, 13 and a half years old. Oh, he's like an old man. Oh gosh, it's so cute. Oh god, I love that. Old dogs. So cute. Okay, let's progress a little bit here. Thank you, S Artist. Making the bunny dance. Shaima, you should draw. Have fun. Draw along with me. I'm only gonna be live streaming for 1 more hours, guys. 1 more hours. Oh my gosh, English. I'm only going to be live streaming for 1 more hour. And then most likely I'll be live streaming next Saturday if I don't have anything planned. I think there was something planned, like I keep saying, I just can't remember what it is. But if I don't have a plan, then I will live stream. Probably live stream for a little bit longer too. Wah! Thank you, Moonlight. A self-portrait, please. Do another self-portrait? Oh gosh. Self-portraits are very hard, I find. Live in a cat neighborhood and being tall, I am the scratch post of the street. Yo, that's an honor. That's an honor, seriously. Thank you, Rika. Greetings from Norway. Greetings back. Norway's awesome. I hope your day is going great. My day is going... Yeah, it is going good. Thank you. I hope your day is also going well. Okay, so... She's kind of a funny looking character. I've never done like weird eyes like that before. But actually I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. Not so bad. I learned from you, Bunny. Oh, thank you. Yuga. Sorry, can't pronounce your name, but thank you very much. I have returned. Hello, Taka. Kannst du in Zukunft mehr Tutorials machen? Ja, ich kann mehr Tutorials machen. Aber, ja. Okay, let me say it in English. I hope you can understand. So I want to make more tutorials. So with the past month and a half or 2 months, I've been dealing with the art block scenario and like burnt out and stuff like that. But the plan is to get back on track with all of my videos and tutorials. I want to do a lot more, like seriously. Because they are really fun to make, and yeah, I want to get back to a schedule where I could live stream every weekend and upload as well. No, upload tutorials. So there's definitely something I want to do, and I will start working on this first week of October. That is my goal, because I will have October off, like the first week of October off, and I'll have time to make tutorials and pretty much live stream all the time as well. Hello from Poland. Hello. Hi, Arena's Crafts. Thank you for your comment. Prince Sinde says, I've been doing sketching while watching your stream. Yeah! That's awesome! Okay. Bye, Sylvia. Thanks for stopping by. Hello from South Africa, I saw. Taylor? I hope that's how you pronounce it. Hello. We Filipinos love you, girl. Yes. I love Filipinos in return. You guys are the coolest people ever. I also really like your food. Super tasty. I have very good memories of Filipino people from my high school days. Like going to the church with them, you know, stuff like that. Way back in the day. Okay. I've been doing my homework while watching your stream. Ah, what's your homework about? Hey Bunny, can you help for my English homework, please? Depends what. I mean, sure, we can, but I feel like that's a bit cheating, no? I mean, but it's homework, so it's totally fine. Yeah, hit me up. Do you have a question? I could help. We could probably all help you. I'll be gone for an hour because I have to work. Okay, bestie boy. I will be off, like, my stream is ending in 1 hour. Like, wait, what time is it? 4:45. When did I live stream? Yeah, in approximately an hour or so. Because I'm hungry. And this live stream is just going to be rather short. The nose. Have you ever thought of drawing realistically? I have thought of it, but it's definitely not for me because I think it's a little bit too boring, I guess you can say, in my opinion. Not the way that it looks, but just the process of drawing realistically. I find it kind of boring. It's like, I feel like doing a more stylistic approach with illustration is a lot more fun because you could actually do, like, you could have proportions that are not normal. You can play around with the facial features of the character a lot more. I know you can do that with realism also, but I just don't have fun drawing realism. It's just too mechanic, you know what I mean? It's just too... I like the illustration much better. Do you prefer drawing males or females? I mean, it's kind of a tricky question to answer because it's like, I like drawing both. Obviously females are a lot easier to draw because it's like, they're prettier. They're just like, you can put them together with, you know, the purple colors, for example, like girly colors. I know that's no excuse, but like, it just seems to be easier to make compositions with females. Males are equally as fun to draw, and I like combining males together with more natural aspects, like elements, like insects, for example. I like to draw male characters with, or foliage. And yeah, I need to keep practicing males. I've been practicing a little bit before I took a break with drawing male characters, but it's just one of those things that I just need to keep doing. I need to practice more. So to answer your question, I like drawing both, but females are just much easier to draw. Ciao, I'm Italian, says Deborah. Just wanted to know what you think about digital art. Hello! Oh, I love Italians and Italian food and the country. It's so pretty. What do I think about digital art? Oh gosh, yeah. I think digital art is amazing and I think it looks so beautiful, but for me to do it is really hard. It's like learning a whole different... I mean, it is a whole different way of drawing, to be honest with you, and it's like... I've tried digital art and I thought it was extremely complicated in my perspective. I just like the traditional aspect of things. It's just easier to understand for some reason. But there's certain things that you can achieve in digital art that you cannot with traditional. And this is why I really like looking at digital art, but doing it myself is way too much. Hello, Gorgie! Googie! Hello! Ooh, yes! Mohammed says, I prefer drawing females due to the fact it is easier and more beautiful. And I do a lot of Indian and South Asian inspired art, so I draw a lot of aristocratic Muslim Indian women and I love it. Oh, that sounds really nice. You know, my favorite characters to draw are often, I really like drawing Indian girls. They're just so gorgeous, and also Asian inspired as well. Like Asian, like South Korean girls as well, like just like Asian in general. They have such lovely features, like very exotic looking and just beautiful to draw and a lot of fun to draw. And I also love drawing like African women with the hair, like the crazy, like, oh, just like they have such wonderful hair. It's so much fun to draw. It's just like, I don't know, like straight hair like this is like the kind of hair I have, and it's just so boring and just like, I don't know. And then curly hair or hair with braids and dreadlocks and just, oh, it's just so much fun. Actually, I wanted to draw a character. I wanted to draw a male character next with some dreadlocks. But yeah, I'll see how far I get with that. I wanted to practice my gouache with a dark skin. I feel like it'd be easier to do dark skin in gouache than light skin for some reason. I just have so much difficulties drawing light skin characters, or like painting in light skin, I would say. For some reason it's hard for me. I don't know. Okay, so good. So what I'm going to do now, we're gonna just add a couple more details. I actually want to draw something else now. So what I'm going to do is, I have some gray, like you'll see here. I've got gray gouache, and I'm just going to add some details in some of the rats. Ooh, a little bit too much here. Asian, hey, you can draw half of me then. Half of you, only half of you. Yeah. I'm going to try to draw an African man next. But I don't know, I have to find a photo. Study the facial features. I like this little rat at the top. He's like so fat. I don't know, look at him. He's so cute. This little guy here too, with the big ears. Oh. You bunny, funny, crazy, chubby, back to furry, no buddy. I'm so cute. What are you saying? Okay, here we go. Just color this guy in here. So I'm combining the lilac. Ooh, that's a little bit too much color. Ah! Wait. I want to have like a, oh gosh. Another issue I have with gouache is mixing it together. Oh god, I have such difficulties with mixing gouache together. It's always been so hard for me because it's so opaque and you just need a little bit of color to make a bit of a difference. But as soon as you add a little bit too much, it's like the entire mixture that you just created is like overpowered by the additional color you just added, and it just makes a huge mess. It's like, it takes a while to get used to. Okay. Ooh, Jamaica. I would like to go to Jamaica. Jamaica is so cool. got the shadow under her lips here. The shadow inside her ear. That's not her mouth, that's her ear. Excuse me. And I'm just adding some finishing touches here. I could probably play with a lot more detail, but again, sketchbook. It's like whatever. It's supposed to be a sketch. Probably though, I could probably darken the outline here. The shadow. And Kegawa Anime Neku. Oh, thank you. Is this imaginary faces or do you have reference? So I do have reference photo. Got it from Pinterest, but I changed it drastically, obviously. So I didn't draw exactly what I saw in the photo. So the features look a little bit different, obviously. The hair is the same, but I also added the rats, and yeah, it looks different than what is. The only thing that is the same is the fact that there's two girls next to each other with the kind of the facial, like the way that their heads are positioned is the same as the reference photo, but I tend to just change up a lot of the photo that I use. I just use it to get the basic structure down, but otherwise I don't copy. Okay, so I think what we can do is move on a little bit. Let's just like add the whiskers. Don't want to miss the whiskers. Oh, this is still wet. Yeah, Pinterest is really good. It's a really good source. You get lots of really nice. It's just like so easy to use because you could pin everything and you could have like different boards for different, you know, things. Yeah, obviously. And I like to organize it a lot for my art stuff. Okay. And then we're gonna just finish this and we're gonna start something new. Because I want to draw something new. So we're gonna do sign it first. What day is it today? It's like the 20. We are the 22nd of okay. Will you make bullet journal videos in the future? No. No. These things are definitely not for me. I cannot keep a journal. I never write in a notebook, like in terms of like what I will do for the month, for example. I bet it would be useful, but I just never got into the habit, and it's definitely not what I'm the type of person. I'm not organized in that way whatsoever. So it's kind of I wouldn't keep up with it. Okay, so we've got these girls that we just drew, and then these are the ones that I did yesterday. I did this one this morning, but it's actually not completed. I just want to add a couple more details before we add anything else. So let's see. I just want to add like, I don't know what these are called. These are like the whisker holes or something. You know, like they have like little dots here, you know? Thank you, Ender Girl. So let's just like add some final details. Now this guy, this little corgi guy, he was created with just gouache only, and he is a little bit messy in detail. I could have done so much better, but I just really suck with gouache. So I've been trying. It's so me. I'm so disorganized. My comment about the bullet journal, yeah. I've seen all these videos on YouTube, like other people have done these bullet journal videos, and I'm just like, how it looks really cool, but like how like, I would not use it. Like, I would not use it at all. It's just like, it's so much work to just make a bullet journal and then, like, oh, dude, I don't know. It's like, I just go day by day. I'm just like, totally disorganized. Okay. Thank you guys. The right side woman is beautiful. This one? Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is a bit of a different style. I don't typically draw like this. I mean, with the outline in brown, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna try something new. And I was like, oh, why not? So, turned out okay. I think there's room for one more corgi face here. I want to do like another corgi. Yeah, my art, your art is mostly frame that is just smaller than the subject, but it gives awesome effect. Yeah. You know why though? It's because I don't know how to do backgrounds. One of the things one of my goals is to work on just background, like do a full like foliage work, or like add like a forest or something, or I don't know, just like something really, I don't know how to describe it. I just need to work on backgrounds, and I want to do backgrounds in gouache because it's so much more better than watercolor in the way that it looks, and that's something that I really want to practice in my spare time. And yeah, so in the meantime I just do like little boxes because I can't do anything else. Okay, so little corgi boy here, he is also, I would say he's kind of completed, but I mean, he's good enough. We're good. It's just a sketchbook. So let's also date this guy. I did him this morning. So we're going to add the timestamp. There we go. I think what could be added though is detail to his eyes. So something I could suggest as a piece of advice when you're drawing eyes, one thing that really helps push that realism aspect is to add a shadow within the actual white part of the eye, because you see here, instead of just having white, there's actually naturally a shadow there, which will add another dimension to the eye of your character. So there we go. Now he looks a little bit better, I think. Paint the pug below the corgi! Yes! Okay. Oh my gosh, you just, yeah. So the pug, he's so cute, I love him so much. Okay, wait, I guess I'm gonna try to attempt to draw this pug right here. Maybe I should like turn my phone. Hold up. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Perfect! Okay, let's do him right now. We're just gonna draw him right now. This spot right here. Just his head, I think. The dog is really pretty. I love it. Thank you, Juz. I'm so nervous to draw dogs in front of you guys. It's like, I never draw animals. It's been so long since I actually drew a proper animal. I used to draw them all the time. But now we're just... Okay, so I'm gonna draw this pug. And I hope I get the shape right. He's gonna look a little bit funny, I guess. I'm just gonna draw the general shape. This is kind of the approach that I always take when I'm drawing people or whatever I'm drawing. I just kind of just break it down into geometric shapes. So he's kind of a, I guess, a sphere or like a oval shape head, but it's a little bit angular, right? So you've got kind of a straight at the bottom here with the wrinkles, which we'll add after. Which kind of sticks out this way. And his ears. And just kind of like mark. This is kind of in the corner. Just a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to kind of mark where his nose will be. Just do rough shapes. Rough shapes! Oh my gosh. So lame. Okay. This bug. I don't know if I can do this, guys. Okay, let's try. I think already the face is actually not correct. Hugs and pugs from Bulgaria. Yeah. How long has the been stream? Wow. How long has the stream been on for? Clarissa, it's been on for 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know if you didn't get a notification. I'm not sure. Sometimes the notifications are just kind of weird. They just don't work. Which is always... Yeah, it's... I don't know. Oh. I'm going to be live streaming for 1 more hour though. And then... Let me just say, let me finish this pug and then I'll stop the live stream. But I don't know how long this pug will take me to do. I hope I can get this right because this guy's a little challenge. The angle is weird. When will my next live stream be? I'm aiming for next Saturday, so I really want to get to the Saturday live streams again, like I always did. But this will depend. I think I have a thing that I have to do on that day, so I'm not sure. I have to double check with my husband to see if we have anything scheduled. Because I have a feeling that we did, but I don't know. I have a bad memory with that stuff. Okay, let's just... Oh my gosh, okay. Probably have to like extend his mouth down here. It's a little bit too short. Oh my god, I'm so nervous for this, guys. Okay, I'm gonna draw his tongue last. Just gonna kind of remember to add it here somewhere. The top of his head is a little too short. You're just waiting to see how I'm gonna draw the pug's tongue. Ah, I'm so nervous. Yeah, I think we're gonna bring his ear this way. This little guy right here. Look at him. Look how funny he looks. Oh god. I think you need to move the eyes lower and further apart. Yeah, I think, so I'm going to extend the top of his head. I think there's... And this eye... I don't know. Hold up. Let me try. So let's see, his eyebrow is like here. Yeah, I think the top of his head is definitely too low. And we need like more room. So if his eyebrow is here, some person is knocking on my wall. Don't know if you guys can hear that. Pugs are my favorite to draw. Yeah, I mean, I haven't drawn a pug in a very long time. Definitely a couple years ago, the last time I drew a pug. So amazed. Yeah, let me just do this. Wow. So amazed. Much. What can I write? Much cool. Much art. Much gouache. Gouache. Did I even spell that right? I don't know. Much gouache. Wow, so amazed. Okay. Oh my god, this pug. I think I did. I think this eye's a little bit off. With the nose. Let's reprogram the nose here a little bit. Why are they pounding on your wall? Can you hear it? Can you guys hear that? I have no idea. If they're trying to hang something on the wall, it doesn't even make sense because our walls are concrete. So they need to actually drill. Guys, you can't really see it with the light, but it's starting to get together. He's starting to come together. So let me get my other pencil here. Lancelot, thank you. Bro, stop digging, stop knocking on my wall. Guys, this is like turning out, I don't even know. I have to probably fix that. Okay, let's just focus on his lower mouth here. Just asking, have you ever tried a completely different art style? I have. I did do a lot of realism, at least tried to do realism when I first started. So that was like a whole different art style, but I was just like, it was fun in a way, but it was really, really boring for me. Because I actually found out that I preferred the stylistic approach, like the illustration and, you know, creating my own style was really, really rewarding and really fun, instead of just trying to do realism. Now, realism actually teaches you things, I would say, that are pretty key to learning how to draw. So it's actually a pretty good way to start. But yeah, apart from that, I haven't really tried any other type of what was the question? Yeah, I haven't tried any other type of style apart from that. Sorry guys, I'm like trying to focus hard right here. Pug life. You want me to draw glasses on him? Guys, come on, guys. I can't. I'm not that skilled. I'm probably gonna have to redo the tongue here. I don't think it's wide enough. Okay, but hold up. Let's just color this in a little bit more. I don't even know how I'm going to add watercolor to this. I mean, I guess I'll just be working with some of the grays and then we're just gonna like pencil in the rest, but this little guy is pretty complicated in terms of the colors that he has. God, dude. Knocking on my wall. You're from Vietnam? Very cool. Just shade this in here. I don't know if it's in focus. That's what I keep looking at and it doesn't seem like it. I hope you guys can see it. Silly says, oh my goodness, I just woke up and I'm so happy that this is what I see. Are you so happy that you're seeing a pug? Is that why you're happy? Like, look at him. Isn't he cute? Hey from Ireland! Hi! I love Ireland so much! Oh my god. I'm a huge Ireland fan. I want to move there. I want to move to Ireland. I want to become one of you. Ah. Yeah, my favorite country ever. Something is breaking through the wall. I know, right? I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's my neighbor to the left of me. I do live in an apartment, so we often hear lots of noise from the neighbors. Why does he keep, like, knocking? Bye, Nika. Good night from the Philippines. Good night. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why he's knocking. Do you press hard to make darker shades or you use different pencils? I use different pencils. So right now, it's my rabbit. So right now I'm using 2H to draw the general outline, and then I use 2B to add a darker shade to the drawing, and then I'll use like maybe 5B or 8B to even add darker afterwards. So yeah, definitely get yourself a set where you can add or you can use different values. This is so annoying. He looks kind of evil. Ah! Okay. So the old man pug turned to look like an evil pug now. Ah. I think it's because I messed up his mouth. It doesn't even look like a tongue. He wants to be in your live stream. Yeah, he probably hears me talking the whole time and he's like, ah, you know what? I'm going to make your live stream crappy. I think I'm gonna give up on this pug, guys. I can't do this. This is like, I cannot get the beauty of this beast. I cannot capture it. I was gonna say he looks pissed. It looks like drool. I know, he looks angry. I don't know what happened. I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna roll with it. It just looks like... Actually, I have no idea what... I don't know what just happened. Whatever. Let's just rock and roll with it. Oh my god. He looks more like a Shih Tzu. Looks like he has a vampire tongue. Yeah, okay. Guys. Let me fix his tongue situation. I tried to get like the flappy motion, but it's a bit hard to draw. I don't know if that's better. Guys. I can't. Oh, this is rough. This guy's looking rough. His ears are too big, wide, really. Okay. They're too wide, right? Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying. Let me see if I can fix this. This stream is a glorious mess. Oh gosh. Guys, I wasn't expecting to draw a pug. I was not prepared for this, okay? I was not, I did not, yeah, I did not prepare myself to draw such a glorious beast. I just kind of like, I was actually wanting to draw a second corgi, but yeah. Oh my god. We're just gonna have to accept him for what he is, guys. This is what he is. His eyes might need to be bigger, not sure though. I don't know. Does it... Okay, wait. Let's see. I don't know. I can't really tell. I think he needs more wrinkles. I mean, it's also looking kind of weird because there's no shading. So it's just like empty. He's got lots of gray hair, so it's just like empty. It's just an empty drawing right now. Let's get my really dark... They need to be more moon-shaped? Wait, what? Wait, guys, let me just add some color, okay? We're going to add some gray. I'm gonna add like some gray gouache. Probably going to mix it a little bit with the black. So I'm using Here we've got some gray. This is actually Shinhin art. It's a mix between the, what is it called? The past colors, which is a mix between watercolor and gouache. I think my, oh yeah, my water is a little bit red in tone, so this is actually going to turn out a little bit weird, but whatever. I don't really care to change my water. Let's just add a bit of color here. We're just gonna, maybe it's gonna look a little bit better. So let's add. Just a bit of some hair here. Yeah, just. Please draw. It always makes me happy when you guys tell me that you're drawing along. It's actually really cool. So cute! Oh my gosh, okay. Oh my god. Okay, I think the color is actually going to bring it together a little bit better. So now you guys could actually see, because before, I mean, it's a bit hard when it's just white paper with a little bit of a sketch, especially with my lighting system. You can't really see it that properly. And then adding a bit of color just brings it all together. I have to wait for it to dry though before I can add a second layer. So let's just, I'm gonna have to color in the eyes much darker. Like black, add some black. Same with the nose, the snout area. What type of sketchbook is this? This is from the brand called Hahnemühle. Hahnemühle, it's a German company. Hahnemühle, just to say it a little bit more slow. And it's a watercolor sketchbook actually. And it's the first time I use it, and the paper is really, really lovely. I actually am very impressed by this sketchbook. It's the first time I get a sketchbook that is really great. What's interesting is that for some reason my art store, which my local art store is Bösner. If you're in Germany, you know which one I'm talking about. They don't have much, like a pretty good variety of watercolor sketchbooks, which I'm pretty disappointed in. So I actually have to order them online. This one I got there, but one I was looking for was the Moleskin Sketchbooks. Guess that's how you pronounce them, Moleskin. I've always wanted to have one, and I've never ever bought one. And I know they have watercolor sketchbooks, so this is something that I actually wanted to buy for this live stream, but I couldn't find one. But that's one I could recommend that you can get, because a lot of people do some really beautiful gouache paintings with it. The Moleskin one. It looks like the pug has a mustache. You know he does. Look at the age and wisdom of this beast. Of course he has a mustache. He's just like he's like a total boss. Look at him. Hey. Okay, so now we got some brush. I think this might be a bit dry. So now I'm going to use some fine liner, and we're just going to add some outlines here. You guys are all drawing pugs! I'm so excited! Hey Megalionus! Yes, it's been a long time. I haven't live streamed in a very long time. Nice to see you again though. You're drawing the pug. Yeah. Did you ever tried ink or Copics? I've tried Copics. I actually have a whole collection here next to me. But I haven't drawn with them in a very, very long time. Actually, you know, it was one of those things where I bought them because I thought I would like to draw with them, or wanted to progress with them, but I ended up falling in love with watercolor instead. So I have them, and I do use them sometimes, occasionally, to draw in my sketchbook, but yeah, not as much as I used to. He's got a unibrow? What? No, he doesn't. He ain't got no unibrow. He's super cute. Even if he does have a unibrow, he's really cute. He's adorable. Okay, so let's add a bit more. I want a darker color, and the problem with the black gouache, okay, so I've been having so many issues with black gouache because you can see here, look how it's like crumbly, it never stays to the pan, unlike the white and the gray. I don't know if there's a specific reason for that, but I always have issues with it. Just drives me up the wall. Now it's like a gray color. Yeah! Oh my god, I love him! Okay, before I was super skeptical about him. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna give up. But actually, I think he's really cute now. So let's add a bit more definition with some of the black a little bit here. Oh my god, look at you. You're so cute. Yeah, Sharika, do so. If you tag me on Instagram. We put way too much. Oh my god. So I guess with this little guy, I'm not going to focus so much on fine detail. We're just going to try to simulate a little bit of the hair. Oh, he's actually so cute though. Let's kind of blend this a little bit better. Oh. Not as cute as you. Oh, thank you. I don't feel so cute today. I'm just kind of like super chill. It's a super chilled day. I had a very stressful week, so I don't really care to look nice, honestly. Ugh. Ooh, TC Johns, you have good advice. Yes. I would have to buy some actually. I've heard of this. And I hope that I should probably be able to get it at my art store. If not, I'll have to order it on Amazon. But this is definitely an alternative to try. Why do I have hair in here? Oh gosh. I would have to give it a go to see. There goes the unibrow. Even if he had a unibrow, he'd still be cute, guys. And I'm gonna color his pink tongue. I'm going to color his tongue pink. I'm just gonna wait for it to dry a little bit. All right. Yeah, sorry, the live stream is a bit early today. So for those that are in the US, you probably are on like the East Coast or the West Coast of the US. You probably are not going to catch this live stream in time. Usually I typically live stream around 5 o'clock, like starting from 5, to give a chance for all of those that are in the US or in Canada to watch it. I know like US, Canada are pretty much like my biggest like target audience in terms of like my statistics for YouTube channel, so I try to live stream for that time zone as much as I can, but today I was only able to start, I had to start a little bit earlier. So okay, now I have to let him dry a little bit. Maybe we can just add a bit more detail below here. Here. Oh, he's so cute. Simulate his eyebrows. Here we go. Look at his eyebrows. The pug on your phone looks like it has hair with the drawing behind it. Yeah. Okay, he has to dry a little bit. But I can already prepare the pink. So with the pink, I'm going to be using my cadmium red here with some of the white gouache. I always like using those pinks. Like, it creates a really beautiful pink, which I really, really like. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry to add the pink color, but what I want to add is a little heart, because he's so cute. He's an old man pug. Yeah, let's add more hearts. We're gonna add more hearts. Do put hearts everywhere. Little hearts, you're so cute, little puggy boo. Yeah, this one doesn't really look like a heart. Oh no. To make it a bit redder. A bit more red. Actually, let's add more red to this one here too. Yeah. Oh. He's darling. I'm going to do my Shih Tzu. Yeah, do it. Oh my gosh, I'm like wanting to do like every dog race now. Like dog breed, I should say. I should probably try to do a cat as well. Does he have any pink other than his tongue? No, I don't think so. This should be a bit dry now. So let's try to color in his tongue. The color might be a bit too strong, but yeah, I'm going to have to add some more shadow in it before, like after it dries, so I can get the the shade in his tongue, and then I think he should be almost done. Maybe we could do one more coat in the eyes, because the eyes should be rather dark. Just have hair in there. You try to get one uniform color here for the eyes. Hello, Merit. Yes, paint your dog. Do it. They're so sweet. Maybe make the tips of his ears a little bit dark. Like darker than what I have here. There we go. Okay. Okay, now he just needs to dry, and I think I could just add a bit more detail with a tiny bit of... I think we got some dark gray here. Yeah. Okay, we gotta sharpen this first. So what I tend to do, what I really like doing is when I'm drawing animals especially, I like to add like the first few layers of color with watercolor, and then I go on top with a really sharp pencil, like Faber-Castell Polychromos for example, to add a little bit of detail in the hair to kind of simulate a bit of a hair texture. Like I try to do a little bit of hair texture with watercolor to see, but you can also just go to the extra level by adding a tiny touch with the pencil. Of course, you get like finer lines or whatever. This is especially good for the outside. So if you don't want to have an outline with like really harsh ink or watercolor, you can just use a really, really fine pencil to do that. And pencil is also really great for the extra details. For example, here with the like whisker holes or whatever you call them, you can add that with the pencil, which makes it so much easier. We'll just add a little bit here. Are you using gouache or watercolors? This is all done with gouache. So I didn't use any watercolor for this, but I did water it down a lot, as you can probably tell. Which is also really cool with gouache, is because you can water things down with it. So if you want something super opaque, you can do so, but if you want something a little bit more transparent, you just need to add a little bit more water, and you can get a really nice mixture of both. Okay, I just want to work a little bit on the bottom here. So the tongue. Yeah. He's so cute. Hi, Galactism. Karsten asks, hey there, I like your video so much. Thank you. I forget which watercolor do you use. Is it Schminke or is it Schminke Horridum? Actually, I use both. Well, okay, so yes, I do use the Horridum for watercolor, but for gouache, I use a combination of Horridum and a combination of designer gouache, which is a different type from Schminke. But for watercolor, I use Horridum. Horridum. So yeah. Okay. Let me send a photo to, I have to send this back to my husband. So cute. Okay. All right. So I think we're done with the little pug illustration. More detail can be added, but it is just an illustration, so we're good. We're good to go. Let's put this back. So gut dein Deutsch. Danke. Mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Ich verstehe besser als ich spreche Deutsch. I don't know if that makes sense grammatically, but I understand better than I speak it, basically. Okay, so we got little Puggy Boo, we got Corgi, we got some girl I did yesterday, and we got these two creepy ladies with the rats that I just did today. Actually, I still have the first page of the sketchbook to do, but I think I'm going to save that for another day, because I always want to do something really nice for the first page of my sketchbook, but I just don't know what, you know? So I always end up leaving it and then doing it very, very last. So yeah. Yeah, I want to do more doggies, more doggies, more doggies. I think they're so cute. Okay guys, honestly, so it says I've been streaming for 3 hours, but I look at the time, it's still 20 minutes to go. I think I'm just gonna end the live stream here. I know it's super short today. It's just one of those things that I wanted to do instead of a video this week, and also because I just don't have the capacity to work on a video and or do a super long live stream this weekend. So I wanted to do something a little bit for you, and then next week I'm hoping to be able to schedule another live stream on Saturday and also publish a video. So that's all coming. So stay tuned for that. I'm kicking up my art schedule again at the beginning of October. So that's sort of what's happening. Thank you guys all for watching. You guys are amazing and I love my live streams with you. I want to wish you guys a lovely weekend. And I know, I'm so sorry. I know, I don't have much time for today. That's the problem. But yeah, I'm ending it. It's almost 3 hours I was live streaming. So I'll be doing more. It's gonna be a regular schedule again, I promise. Like legit, I really want to. And maybe next Saturday I'll be painting more dogs. Maybe I'll be painting some cats, like fat cats or something, because I really love fat cats. So thank you guys so much. I want to wish you guys all a lovely day or a lovely weekend.